Hey folks, Dave here. I appreciate you stopping by for another video, and I hope everyone's well today. If you are new to the channel, I'll drop links down in the description for our playlist for tutorials and for projects. And if you get a chance to look at those and you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments and I'll help out in any way I can. So my wife picked up some wooden baby spoons, and she wants me to engrave a name on them. So here's a picture of them. Now, if I mess this up, we're not going to tell her. So I'll just have to find some more to replace them or something. So the first thing we want to do is draw out our workspace. So just grab a square, draw out a rectangle, and let's just make it a tool. And with a tool, there's no output. So it can be grouped in with your final project and it won't engrave or cut. So we need to make this 35 by 140. So up top, make sure your lock is off. Select your tool. I'm going to hit Control Z because I forgot to hit the selector tool. Okay, so now we're selected. Make sure your lock is off and make this 140 by 35. And no matter the size, this would be the way you would need to do it. Well, on the tip of the spoon and fork, there is a portion of it that's unusable because it has a bevel to it. So we're going to draw out another little tool to block this off. We're going to hit the selector tool this time, and we're going to make this a width of 4. That's 4 millimeters. The height doesn't matter. So select it again, and then you can see how the cursor changes. You can grab that and you can snap it to the edge. Then you can shift, select, and then go up to horizontal center, and it'll put it right in the center. And that works because the snap tools are on. And if you want to check, go up top to your device settings and look and make sure that your snap to objects and snap to grid are turned on. Okay, so now the workable area of the spoon and fork is 10 by 30. Not very big, but we're going to draw out another rectangle. We're going to hit the selector tool. We're going to make the width 30 and the height 10. Then we're going to grab that. You can see the cursor change. And we're going to snap it to our dead space tool there. We're going to shift, select the outer piece, go to horizontal center, and there we go. Okay, so now we can write a name. Let's choose our text tool, and I have a nice script that I've used a few times before, and I will put a link to that down in the description, and you can go grab that for free. It's available on defont.com, and it is 100% free, so you'll be able to use it in a commercial capacity should you like to. So I'm just going to do all caps. David. Something easy, a good name, and something easy to fit in this spot. So if a child has a real long name, I don't know. I guess you'd have to buy a different spoon. So I'm going to make this an engrave, and I'm using a X-Tool 40 watt, so you can see what my settings are. And I'm using fill as opposed to offset fill or flood fill, because offset fill, it has too much movement. It has like a circular movement, and it shakes the gantry a little too much on the laser, and you just don't. It's a good option, but it's better for larger projects versus these smaller ones. So for the smaller ones, I recommend just fill. Now, when I pulled this in here, it just snapped to center. But if you want to check, then Shift, select your work area, and you can click this bullseye up here, and it'll move it for you. So for actually writing this onto the spoon and fork, I didn't make a template. You'll see when we get to the laser. I've just got them lined up in there, and we'll do them one at a time. I can select this and orient it. I'm going up to arrange. I'm going to orient that to the way I've got them in the laser. And without a template, you're kind of left with framing and eyeballing and trying to make sure you get it in the right spot. Okay, well, since I'm eyeballing the framing of this spoon and fork, I need to make sure my fire button is on, because that's really helpful. So you can go up to Edit, down to Device Settings, and let me move this out from behind my face. You want to make sure that the Enable Laser Fire button is on, and your Laser On When Framing button is turned on. Now I've got mine set for 0.5%. Yours may need to be higher. You just have to play around with it and see what works. And then you can go over to the Move tab, and you'll see the fire button. When you click it, it'll put a red dot on your work surface, and it is really handy when you're eyeballing or when you're using templates, whatever. It's just it's a really good tool. So, okay, let's get to the laser and see if we can get these engraved. Okay, the fire button's on, and I said it was a red dot, but it's not. It's a blue dot. So I'm going to hit the fire button, and you can see it there. And then we'll hit frame and see how it frames out. And I can make slight adjustments by hand since I'm on absolute coordinates. And it really is trial and error, but I hate to mess these up, but it wouldn't be the first project I messed up. I think we're okay. We'll hit that one and see how it works. Okay, those don't look too bad. Let me clean some of that residue off, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, those turned out pretty good. The residue cleans off really well with some white vinegar and a soft cloth. So I think we got them straight. And not a very complicated project, but certainly one that you'll be doing with a laser at some point. So I hope the video was helpful. I hope you learned something. And I really appreciate you folks watching. It helps the channel grow. Check back often for new videos. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.